Okay. We all heard of the quote, separating the chaff from the grain, right? So here you go. You have the grain with its hull, right? And you clean it up. And so as you look for the source and the truth of something, you're really getting down to the nugget, okay? The real deep and important meaning. Now, when a good teacher, so this part I'm going to probably have to move somewhere else. So I'm going to circle that, move elsewhere. So good teacher communicates really profound and nugget of the whole understanding of the truth, and doesn't overcomplicate it. So I don't particularly understand my own drawing here. That's going to definitely need to be looked at. I'm going to need to find. I'm going to put IDK here. So it's going to need to be found because I don't know what I was trying to do here. I have to keep going. Okay. So now to page 19. If something manifests itself in reality as a consequence of a historically constant and stable decision framework, we can assume that we need to execute on this framework when conditions are met and they will work. Okay, makes sense. If this holds true, then there is a body of energy to support this, and we can go and use it when appropriate. The embodiment of these frameworks look like things we can act upon and encompass, while sequence of actions or sub-entities are in accordance with trial-variable analysis appears. There's a high degree of assume it is a good idea. So you're observing, okay? You're observing the whole situation, okay? And you're applying your own competence, right? And you have a degree of separation from those people. And so that's why the pyramid thing is kind of weird, but it just means that you're isolated from the lower parties. So I'm going to have to put some commentaries here. Other parties, individual thought within an organizational hierarchy. Within an organizational hierarchy. Now, direct lines of communications are good, but you're not going to ask. You may ask the janitor in some rare case about how to help the processes of the business, but probably not with things that are not in that person's competency. You observe, okay? 3 entities believe so, and of course, and they make it true 3 times, okay? If you can't get 3 times, then you're going to need to use a little bit of Bayesian statistics, and use your gut, as you would say, right? So in its entirety, there may not be enough consolidated competence to allow for the correct decision. Two additional factors that have yet to manifest or have manifested but unknown from the decision maker. Become more competent yourself, you will be blind and led by the blind. So, you wish to observe these competent individuals, but of course, you must have a degree of separation. You must be brilliant yourself. That's why you can't ever stop learning. That's why you can't just rely on outsiders or consultants for making decisions. You yourself must become a thinker. Okay? So, let's keep going. Page 21. This is on a personal level. So, by being a long-term sufferer of paralysis from overanalysis, is that stating that is just important as the exact grammar's off as exact decision to become. Just like Clayton, you have a window for stable velocity and height. Okay, I'm trying to make the connection between indecision, okay, and knowing when to strike when the clay pigeon is shot. So clay pigeon is shot at extreme velocity in the beginning. You usually don't want to shoot at it, but it goes up, it has high velocity, high trajectory, and the trajectory starts stalling, and it catches the wind, and it just floats there before it again accelerates and drops. So you want to catch it at that opportune moment. Empathy is something mostly taught by to 4. Emotion is practiced through play while being social with children due to dominance. Again, this quote here, this has to be moved elsewhere. This is not, I don't know if it's relevant to move elsewhere. I don't think it's relevant. You should be in a more emotional, the other emotional part of the paper. Cloud of Competence Decision Framework. I don't know what this drawing is. I don't know what I've done here. Don't know what this is. I have to see the original. Maybe it means, before I continue, maybe it means you have 3 decisions to make. You have a decisional framework set in place in advance of where the nodes are. Okay? And because you have that decisional framework in advance, when those decisions come into play, and that clay pigeon comes at that opportune moment to be shot or struck or whatever you want to say, then you can easily execute because you have thought in advance. So if you have those 3 decisions, you can apply it appropriately. They can be called filters. Okay. Maybe I should include that. Use filters or heuristics, biases, preconceived decisions if they were to arise. If they were to arise. If this, then that. Okay. I think that makes sense. Okay, much better. It's tough going through your own work. Alright, so 23. What is Science of Habit Mastery Advisor? What is the Science of Habit? I don't know. I don't know what is going on. I don't know. I don't know what the drawing is. I really wish I did a better job of explaining these drawings. It's like I failed to make the commentary, and I've forgotten those moments of thought. It's a little bit frustrating, you know? But maybe it's like almost the need or the requirement to recreate all these ideas again. It's very, very difficult. It's like interpreting a puzzle. Yeah, I'm going to need to take a break here. So, on page 25, how much more do I need to do? I have to do 20 times more work. I've finished 4 times. 4 times 5, 6, yep, 20. Yep, there's plenty more to do. So 5% of my first scan in my manuscript. I need to use a bookmark here. You see. Oh, I have an actual bookmark. I'll put a bookmark. There we go. Alright. Everybody watching, thanks for watching.